Have you ever found yourself looking back at your life and thinking, was I really living, or just passing time? It's a thought that can come up in different moments, maybe after a long, busy day, or when you realize how much time has passed. Maybe you've even noticed that your energy isn't quite what it used to be, or you feel like you're on autopilot, simply going through the motions. It's easy to start counting the years. You know, those birthdays that seem to come faster and faster. The number of candles on the cake, the silver in your hair, the lines on your face. But here's the truth that many people only realize as they get older: life isn't measured by the number of years you've lived, but by how you've lived them. And what you do with your time, with your energy, with your days, that's what really matters. In this video, we're going to explore exactly how to make every year, every day, every moment count, so you don't just add more years to your life, but more life to your years. We'll talk about simple habits and practices that can help you feel more alive, more energized, and more present. Because, no matter your age, you deserve to live a life that's fulfilling and full of purpose. Let's start by talking about something that's essential to living well at any age: purpose. Have you ever noticed how the most vibrant, energetic people seem to have a sense of purpose? They wake up every day with something to look forward to, something that drives them. It might not be a big thing, but it's enough to give them direction and energy. As we age, we sometimes lose that sense of purpose. It could be because we've retired, our kids have grown and moved away, or we just feel like the big milestones are behind us. But having a purpose isn't about what you've done in the past, it's about what you can do today and tomorrow. Whether it's through volunteering, learning a new skill, or even just making someone else's day a little brighter, purpose gives us a reason to keep going, to keep growing. Now, let's talk about something that ties directly into living with purpose: the power of staying active. And I don't just mean exercise, though that's important too. I mean staying engaged with life. Getting out of bed every morning with the intention to do something, even if it's as simple as reading a book, taking a walk, or calling a friend. The key is movement, both physically and mentally. Staying active isn't just for your body. It's for your brain. When we keep moving, whether it's walking, dancing, gardening, or doing a crossword puzzle, we're engaging all parts of ourselves. We're challenging our muscles, our heart, our lungs, and our mind. And when you do that consistently, you feel more energized and more alive. The simple act of staying active, no matter how small the movement, helps keep your body and mind sharp and functioning well into later years. But it's not just about moving your body, it's about moving with intention. How often do we go through the day without thinking about what we're doing? We check the boxes, we get things done, but we don't always make sure we're doing them with full awareness. The best way to add life to your years is to do things with purpose, whether it's going for a walk in nature or taking the time to cook a healthy meal for yourself. These small acts of intentional living help you feel more connected to the present moment. And here's another thing: the little joys of life. Sometimes, in the hustle of day-to-day life, we forget how important those little, seemingly insignificant moments are. You know, the feeling of the sun on your face, the sound of birds singing, the taste of your favorite cup of coffee. As we get older, these moments of joy become even more precious. They remind us that life isn't just about the big milestones, but about the moments in between. And when we start to pay attention to these moments, we realize that life is full of beauty, no matter our age. The best part is that we don't have to wait for some grand moment to start enjoying life more. You can start today. You can start by simply being more aware of the small joys, the little wins, and the small acts of kindness you give and receive. When you make the choice to live with intention, to enjoy these moments, your quality of life improves drastically. Now that we've talked about purpose, staying active, and enjoying the small moments, let's move on to another habit that's crucial for longevity: building and nurturing relationships. As we age, we can sometimes feel like we don't need as many people around. But here's the truth: we all need connection. Having a strong support system, whether it's family, friends, or a community, plays a massive role in how we feel as we get older. Being surrounded by people who care about you and who you care about can add immeasurable value to your life. But it's not just about having people around, it's about having meaningful, deep connections. As you get older, these connections become even more important, not just for emotional well-being but for physical health too. Studies have shown that people with strong social ties tend to live longer and are healthier overall. This is because social interaction boosts mood, reduces stress, and encourages a sense of purpose. So, reach out to those around you. Make the time to nurture your relationships. Have coffee with a friend. Call a family member you haven't spoken to in a while. When you engage in meaningful connections, it doesn't just improve your mental health, it improves your life overall. Now that we've covered the importance of purpose, activity, and relationships, there's one last thing I want to touch on before we continue. It's something that might seem small but is incredibly impactful: self-compassion. As we age, we can sometimes be hard on ourselves. We focus on what we've lost, our strength, our stamina, our youthful appearance. But here's the truth: aging is a natural part of life, and it doesn't diminish your worth. In fact, the more we embrace who we are, the more we can enjoy the journey ahead. So, give yourself some grace. Appreciate the wisdom and experiences you've gathered along the way. Celebrate what your body can do, rather than focusing on what it can't. When you show yourself kindness and compassion, it's easier to face the challenges of aging with a positive mindset. Now that we've covered these important first points, we've set the foundation for how to live fully, no matter your age. We'll dive deeper into more practical habits in the next part. Stay with me, because we're just getting started on how to truly live your best life. Now that we've discussed the power of purpose, staying active, enjoying the little moments, and nurturing relationships, let's dive into some additional habits that can really help you feel vibrant and alive, no matter your age. These aren't just nice-to-haves, they're vital components of living a life that's rich in joy, fulfillment, and health. Let's talk about mindfulness. It's a word you've probably heard often, but what does it really mean? At its core, mindfulness is about being present in the moment. So often, we find ourselves rushing through the day, checking off tasks, thinking about what's coming next. But this constant busyness can lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and even regret. It's easy to miss out on the richness of life when we're not paying attention. Mindfulness, on the other hand, helps you slow down and truly appreciate the present. It can be as simple as paying attention to your breathing or focusing on how your body feels in the moment. When you eat, instead of multitasking, take a moment to savor each bite. When you walk outside, notice the colors of the leaves, the sound of the birds. This practice can transform your perspective, helping you feel more connected to yourself and the world around you. And the great thing about mindfulness is that it's incredibly accessible. You don't need any special tools or training to begin. It's simply about being present, about shifting your focus away from the past or the future and tuning into what's happening right now. This habit helps reduce stress, improves emotional well-being, and can even boost your memory and cognitive function. It's like giving your mind a little vacation every day. Now, let's talk about nutrition, something we can all improve, no matter our age. What you eat has a profound impact on how you feel, both now and in the years to come. As we get older, our metabolism changes, and our bodies require different nutrients to stay strong and healthy. The challenge is finding the balance between enjoying the foods we love and making sure we're getting enough of the right nutrients. One of the most important things you can do is to focus on a whole foods-based diet. This doesn't mean eliminating all your favorite treats, but rather focusing on adding more fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats into your meals. These foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that help fight inflammation, support heart health, and keep your body strong. For example, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula are great for your bones, while berries are packed with antioxidants that protect your brain. Healthy fats like those found in olive oil and avocados are fantastic for your heart. And don't forget the power of protein. Protein helps maintain muscle mass, and as we age, it becomes more important to support your muscles in order to stay mobile and independent. And when it comes to hydration, let's not forget that water is life. Staying hydrated is key to maintaining healthy skin, digestion, and energy levels. Sometimes, when we feel sluggish or fatigued, it's simply a sign that we haven't had enough water. So, make it a habit to drink water throughout the day, especially if you're out in the sun or being more active than usual. But nutrition isn't just about food, it's also about the way you eat. Try not to rush through meals. Instead, take the time to enjoy your food, to truly savor the flavors. Practice portion control and listen to your body when it tells you that you're full. It's these small habits that can lead to better digestion, more energy, and, ultimately, better health. Now, let's focus on another essential piece of the puzzle: sleep. As we age, sleep patterns can change. Maybe you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night or feeling tired even after a full night's rest. It's tempting to think that this is just a natural part of getting older, but getting quality sleep is essential for aging well. When you don't get enough rest, it can affect your mood, your immune system, and even your cognitive function. In fact, studies show that poor sleep can increase the risk of developing chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's disease. That's why it's so important to establish healthy sleep habits. Start by creating a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. If you're sensitive to light, consider using blackout curtains or an eye mask. And try to limit screen time before bed, as the blue light from phones and computers can interfere with your body's ability to wind down. Another great habit to help improve your sleep is winding down before bedtime. You could read a book, meditate, or listen to calming music. Your body and mind need time to transition from the hustle and bustle of the day to a state of relaxation. And here's something you might not know: naps can be a great way to recharge. While it's important to get a full night's sleep, short naps during the day can help boost your mood, alertness, and energy levels. Just be mindful not to nap too late in the afternoon, as it could interfere with your nighttime sleep. So now we've covered a few important aspects of living well: mindfulness, nutrition, hydration, and sleep. All of these habits contribute to your overall health and well-being. But there's one more thing that can transform your life in ways you might not expect, and that's laughter. Yes, laughter. It's not just a mood booster, it's a physical and emotional health elixir. When you laugh, your body releases endorphins, which are the feel-good hormones that improve your mood and reduce stress. Laughter also lowers blood pressure, boosts your immune system, and helps you relax. It's like a mini workout for your body and mind. The best part? You don't have to be at a comedy show to enjoy the benefits of laughter. Watch a funny video, tell a joke to a friend, or reminisce about funny moments with loved ones. Laughter helps reduce anxiety and promotes a positive outlook on life, which are essential for living longer and feeling good every day. Now that we've discussed mindfulness, nutrition, sleep, and laughter, we've built a solid foundation for living a long, healthy, and joyful life. These habits, when practiced consistently, not only add years to your life but also life to your years. Remember, it's not about how many years you have, it's about how you live them. As we've talked about already, living a long and meaningful life comes down to the small daily habits we cultivate. From staying active to eating well to nurturing relationships and managing stress, these choices accumulate and shape how we feel as we age. But there's something else that can make all the difference in how we experience our years, and that's attitude. Having a positive attitude isn't just about thinking happy thoughts. It's about adopting a mindset that keeps you open, curious, and resilient in the face of life's challenges. It's easy to get bogged down by the inevitable changes that come with age, the physical changes, the losses, the things we can no longer do the way we used to. But here's the thing: your attitude has the power to turn obstacles into opportunities. When we approach aging with a positive mindset, we're more likely to take care of ourselves, to stay active, and to keep pushing forward. A positive outlook can improve your mental health, lower your stress, and even extend your life. It's not about pretending everything is perfect, but about choosing how to respond to the ups and downs of life. A simple yet powerful way to cultivate a positive attitude is to practice gratitude. Every day, take a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for. It doesn't have to be big. In fact, the smaller, everyday things often bring the most joy. Maybe it's the warmth of a cup of tea, the sound of a loved one's voice, or the simple pleasure of being able to take a walk outside. Focusing on gratitude helps shift your perspective. It reminds you that even on tough days, there's always something good to appreciate. Along with gratitude, another important habit for cultivating a positive attitude is self-compassion. As we age, we can sometimes become our own harshest critics. We focus on our limitations, on what we can't do anymore, and forget to recognize how far we've come. But let me tell you, you've earned every bit of wisdom and experience you have. So, instead of focusing on your flaws, or the things that have changed, be kind to yourself. Celebrate the strengths you still have, and embrace the person you've become. You're not getting older, you're becoming more experienced, more resilient, and more capable of enjoying life in new ways. Now, let's talk about embracing new experiences. It's easy to think that once we reach a certain age, we've seen it all, or that it's too late to try something new. But this kind of thinking can limit us. The truth is, it's never too late to start something new, whether it's a hobby, a skill, or even a new way of looking at life. Staying open to new experiences is one of the best ways to add excitement, joy, and meaning to your life, no matter your age. Maybe it's taking up painting, learning how to play a musical instrument, or trying your hand at gardening. Maybe it's taking a dance class or going on a trip to a place you've always wanted to visit. The key is to stay curious, to never stop learning. When we engage in new experiences, we challenge our minds and keep them sharp. We also give ourselves the opportunity to feel that sense of excitement and wonder that we had when we were younger. Another thing to keep in mind is that social engagement plays a crucial role in longevity. Humans are social creatures, and as we age, staying connected to others becomes even more important. Meaningful relationships help reduce stress, fight off feelings of loneliness, and boost our overall happiness. They also provide opportunities for shared experiences, which adds value to life. So, how do we stay socially connected as we age? It's important to make an effort to nurture your relationships, whether it's with family, friends, or the community around you. Even if you're physically limited in what you can do, there are still ways to stay involved. A phone call, a video chat, or an online community can keep you connected to the people who matter most. And don't be afraid to make new friends. Join a local group or class that interests you, whether it's for fitness, book clubs, or any other passion you have. Social engagement doesn't just improve your mood, it improves your health. People who maintain strong social connections tend to have lower blood pressure, better immune systems, and less chance of experiencing cognitive decline. Staying socially active gives you the sense that you're part of something bigger, and that's incredibly important for maintaining a sense of purpose and vitality. And then there's the importance of laughing more. Yes, I'm serious. Laughter is one of the best forms of medicine for your body and mind. It relieves stress, boosts your mood, and even has physical health benefits, like improving circulation and lowering blood pressure. Laughter is often contagious, and it's one of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to stay connected with others. Whether it's watching a funny movie, sharing a joke with friends, or just finding humor in everyday situations, make time to laugh. It truly is a powerful tool in maintaining a youthful spirit and a joyful life. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. From finding purpose to staying active, embracing new experiences, and nurturing relationships, all of these habits contribute to a life that's not only longer but richer and more fulfilling. But as you've seen, living well isn't about doing everything perfectly or following some strict formula. It's about making intentional choices that align with what truly matters to you, living with joy, curiosity, and a sense of purpose. Let's not forget, it's the small things that add up to big changes. Each choice you make, whether it's deciding to go for a walk, calling a friend, or simply pausing for a moment of gratitude, creates a ripple effect in your life. And over time, those small habits build a foundation for a life that is truly worth living. Thank you so much for joining me today. If something in this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What's one habit you're going to start today to live your best life? And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you don't have to wait for a miracle to live a fulfilling life. You already have everything you need to make it happen. Here's to living every day with purpose, joy, and a heart full of gratitude. You've got this.